Did you know you can yo-yo in space, be pregnant for 375 days, and walk around the Earth 5 times in your lifetime? Let's dive into 10 mind-blowing facts that will blow your mind. Number 1.
A cloud weighs 1,000,000 tons.
Did you know that clouds are basically the world's heaviest cotton candy?
Yeah, a single fluffy cloud can weigh a whopping 1,000,000 tons. Yet they're just floating around, casually pretending to be weightless.
Nature's way of saying, don't judge by appearances. Number 2. Electrons might live forever. Scientists estimate that electrons have a minimum lifespan of 66,000 yada-years, that's 5 quintillion times the age of the universe. So, whether they live forever or not, we won't be around to know. Number 3. Giraffes versus lightning. Giraffes are 30 times more likely to get zapped by lightning than humans. I mean, they're basically walking lightning rods with necks. So, if you're ever in a storm, just stand next to a giraffe, though, don't tell the giraffe. Number 4. Your brain eats itself. Feeling hungry? Well, your brain's been snacking on itself this whole time. But don't panic, phagocytosis, yeah, that's the fancy word, is just your brain's way of cleaning up. So, technically, it's the ultimate recycling machine. Number 5. Cosmic latte. The universe's average color is beige. Yep, scientists found out that space is basically the color of your grandma's living room. They even named it cosmic latte. So next time you sip a latte, just know you're drinking the universe, sort of. Number 6. Water isn't wet? Is water wet? Turns out, not really. According to science, water isn't technically wet, it just makes other things wet. So next time someone spills their drink, just tell them, don't worry, the water's not wet, it's just trying to make a connection. Number 7. Twins and fingerprints. So, you think you can blame your crimes on your identical twin? Not so fast. Turns out, even twins don't have the same fingerprints. You'll need to come up with a new alibi, like blaming your dog instead. Number 8. Dinosaur dung. The biggest fossilized poop ever found is over 30 centimeters long, and it's likely from a T-Rex. That's right, folks, even the king of the dinosaurs had to go. And now, millions of years later, scientists are studying it. Talk about a crappy job. Number 9. Animals and time perception. Time flies, unless you're a salamander.
Smaller animals, like our lizard friends, experience time more slowly than humans. It's like they're living in slow motion, while we're over here rushing through life like we've had 3 espressos.
Number 10. Earth's rotational slowdown. Earth is literally slowing down. Don't worry, it's not gonna stop anytime soon, but it's enough to make you wish you had an extra hour in the day. Fun fact, 600 million years ago, days were only 21 hours. Good thing no one had to commute back then. Number 11. Bacteria tower. If you stacked all the world's bacteria on top of each other, they would stretch 10 billion light-years. That's right, these tiny germs could literally wrap around the Milky Way over 20,000 times. It's the ultimate game of microscopic Jenga, one sneeze, and it all comes crashing down. Number 12. Headless chicken. A chicken lived for 18 months without a head. Yes, you heard that right. Mike the chicken survived, even after losing his head. So next time you're having a rough day, just remember, if a chicken can survive without a head, you've got this. Number 13. Oldest cat. Move over, dogs. The world's oldest cat lived to 38 years and 3 days. Cream Puff was the ultimate senior citizen, outliving most of us in cat years. This feline legend probably had 9 lives, and then some. Number 14. Necktie brain squeeze. Wearing a necktie could reduce blood flow to your brain by 7.5%.
That's right, your fashion statement might be squeezing the life out of your brain cells.
No wonder you feel dizzy in meetings. Time to go tie less for your own mental health. Number 15. The Sun's Silent Symphony. The sun makes a sound, but we can't hear it.
It's like the universe's greatest silent concert, with pressure waves so massive they're measured in hundreds of miles. Basically, the sun's rocking out at a decibel level way beyond our tiny human ears.
Number 16. Long word fear. The fear of long words is called, wait for it, hippopotomonstrosesquipedaliophobia.
Yep, someone with a cruel sense of humor gave a 36-letter name to the phobia of long words.
Can you imagine a person with this phobia trying to explain it to their therapist? Nightmare. Number 17. Mount Everest isn't the tallest. Think Everest is the tallest mountain? Wrong. The twin volcanoes in Hawaii, Mauna Kea and Mauna Loa, are taller because most of their height is underwater. Everest is basically the short kid in class standing on a chair while Hawaii is chilling, fully submerged. Number 18. The solar system's wall. Did you know our solar system has a wall?
It's called the heliopause, and it's like the galaxy's no trespassing sign. Once you hit that wall, the sun's influence ends, and you're officially in interstellar space.
Kind of like the ultimate cosmic border patrol. Number 19. Oldest dog.
The world's oldest dog lived to be 29.5 years old.
That's like 150 in human years. And you thought your dog was getting old.
Bluey lived long enough to outlast multiple generations of chew toys and probably saw the rise and fall of several dog food trends.
Number 20.
Octopus arms, not tentacles. Octopuses don't have tentacles, they've got arms. And not just any arms, but limbs with suckers all the way down. So next time you're impressed by an octopus's grip, remember, they're just giving you an 8-armed handshake or a hug, depending on how friendly they are.
Number 21. Wind turbines versus birds.
Wind turbines kill up to 100,000 birds a year, but paint one blade black, and bird deaths drop by 70%.
It's like camouflage for the sky. Who knew birds had a no-go color? Someone should tell the birds about goth fashion. Number 22. Ants don't have lungs. Ants don't have lungs.
They breathe through tiny holes called spiracles. Imagine living without lungs. Every breath is basically a bunch of air sneaking in through a network of tiny doors.
Talk about breathing efficiency. Number 23. World maps are wrong. Most maps of the world are wildly inaccurate. Thanks to the Mercator projection, Alaska looks like it's on steroids, and Greenland? 14 times bigger than reality. For an accurate map, you'd need it to be life-sized, but good luck fitting that in your glove compartment. Number 24. NASA's faked moon landing quarantine. While Neil Armstrong's first steps on the moon weren't faked, the astronaut quarantine back on Earth was mostly for show.
Yep, instead of dealing with moon germs, they were just chilling in a moonman cave, probably binge-watching space movies.
Number 25. Earth's magnetic poles on the move.
Earth's magnetic poles have swapped places 171 times in the past 71 million years.
And guess what? We're overdue for a flip.
It's like your compass is saying, time to shake things up, north is now south.
It's pole dancing on a global scale. Number 26. Comet's rotten egg stench. Comets smell like rotten eggs, urine, burning matches, and almonds.
Basically, if a comet flew by Earth, you'd want to hold your nose and run.
And in 2016, they even made postcards with the smell, just what you need, a cosmic stink bomb in your mailbox. Number 27. Chainsaws for childbirth.
Chainsaws were invented for childbirth in the 18th century to help with difficult deliveries. So, next time you see a chainsaw in a horror movie, just remember, it started as a tool for helping moms.
Who knew tree cutting and baby cutting shared the same tool? Number 28. Red football kits make teams better. Football teams wearing red kits perform better. Maybe it's the confidence boost, or maybe it's because red makes players feel like superheroes. Either way, next time your team's losing, just swap those jerseys for something a bit more Superman. Number 29. Dying from laughter. Did you know you can actually die laughing? Yep, too much comedy can cause heart attacks or suffocation. Next time you're at a stand-up show, maybe bring a warning label: laughter might be hazardous to your health. Number 30. Snails have teeth, lots of them. Snails have between 1,000 and 12,000 teeth. But don't worry, they're not going to be flashing any toothy grins. Their teeth are tiny, all over their tongue, and basically the world's tiniest dental nightmare. Number 31. T-Rex probably had feathers. The mighty T-Rex probably had feathers. Picture it, not a scaly monster, but a giant fluffy chicken with teeth. No wonder its roar was so terrifying, it was probably trying to scare away fashion critics. Number 32. Sign language in sleep. Deaf people have been known to use sign language in their sleep. Imagine waking up to your hands having a full conversation without you. At least you can get an idea of what your subconscious is thinking. Hand talk dreams, anyone? Number 33. The quietest place on Earth. The quietest place on Earth is a Microsoft chamber that reaches -20.6 decibels. It's so quiet, you can hear your own blood moving. Perfect for anyone who thinks regular silence just isn't awkward enough. Number 34. Bananas are radioactive. Bananas are slightly radioactive because they're packed with potassium-40. But don't worry, your body's way more radioactive, 280 times more, to be exact. So, unless you're downing bananas by the truckload, you're safe from turning into a glow-in-the-dark superhero. Number 35. Horses have more than 1 horsepower. Turns out, horses have more than 1 horsepower. In fact, 1 horse can produce up to 24 horsepower. So technically, your car could be a little slower than a horse, if you had 24 of them pulling it. Number 36. 1 in 18 people have a third nipple. 1 in 18 people have a third nipple, thanks to a little genetic glitch. It's like a bonus feature on a person, just waiting to surprise you. Who needs 2 when 3's company? Number 37. Your signature reveals personality traits. A bigger signature can mean higher social bravado for men, and narcissistic traits for women. So, if you're signing your name like it's a Broadway production, you might just be declaring yourself the star of your own life. Number 38. Finland, the happiest country. Finland is the happiest country on Earth. 6 years in a row. Maybe it's the saunas, or maybe it's the reindeer and Santa Claus, or could it be that Finland is living in a winter wonderland year-round? Either way, sign me up for the happiness. Number 39. Straight lines don't exist. There's no such thing as a straight line. Zoom in on anything, and you'll find a wiggly, wonky mess. Even laser beams aren't perfectly straight. Turns out, geometry has been lying to us all along. Number 40. Hippos can't swim. Hippos can't swim, but they don't need to. They just walk along the riverbed in slow motion. Turns out, they're like underwater ballet dancers, minus the grace. Bonus, they can sleep underwater too, popping up for air like clockwork. Number 41. You're mostly bacteria. Who's really in charge? The average human is more than half bacteria. So next time you think you're running the show, remember, 56% of you is actually bacteria. Kind of gross, right? Number 41. You're mostly bacteria. Who's really in charge? The average human is more than half bacteria. So next time you think you're running the show, remember, 56% of you is actually bacteria. Kind of gross, right? Number 43. Fish form orderly queues. Turns out, fish know a thing or two about orderly evacuations. When neon tetra fish face danger, they queue up to exit, proving that even in emergencies, they don't break social rules, unlike us humans. Number 44. The moon looks upside down in the southern hemisphere. If you're in the southern hemisphere, the moon looks upside down. The man in the moon turns into a rabbit. So next time you're staring at the moon, just remember it's all about perspective. North or south, it's one topsy-turvy space show. Number 45. Yo-yo in space, who says you can't yo-yo in space? In 2012, astronaut Don Pettit proved that even in the International Space Station, yo-yo tricks are still a thing. Conservation of angular momentum works even in microgravity. Yo-yoing among the stars? That's next level cool. Number 46. Itches and bacteria, ever wonder why you itch? Blame the bacteria on your skin. They release chemicals that activate your nerve endings, sending your brain into scratch mode. Scratch that. Number 47. Non-plant photosynthesis, turns out, it's not just plants that photosynthesize. Even sea slugs and some bugs can soak up sunlight and turn it into energy. Guess they're solar-powered, too. Number 48. Cryptic pregnancies, surprise. Imagine finding out you're about to have a baby while in labor. Cryptic pregnancies are a real thing, and 1 in 2,500 women don't realize until it's time to push. Number 49. Your daily cosmic journey, guess what? You're traveling 2.5 million kilometers every single day. Yep, that's how fast the Earth moves around the sun. You've been to more places than you realize. Number 50. Starfish are all heads. Here's a mind bender. Starfish don't really have bodies. In fact, their whole body is classified as a head. So technically, it's all head, all the time. Number 51. Ginger cats are mostly male. Why are most ginger cats male? It's all thanks to genetics. Male cats only need 1 copy of the ginger gene, while females need 2. That's why ginger ladies are rarer. Number 52. Why you hate your own voice? Hate hearing your own voice? Blame the bones in your head. They make your voice sound deeper to you than it actually is. No wonder recordings sound so strange. Number 53. The Diamond Planet, talk about a girl's best friend. 55 Cancri E, a planet twice the size of Earth, is thought to be made mostly of diamond. And it's just a quick 40 light-years away. Number 54. Nails grow faster in summer. Long summer days mean long nails. Nails grow faster when it's hot, likely due to better blood flow. So that's why your summer manicures don't last as long. Number 55. Animals allergic to humans, allergic to your pet? Well, the feeling could be mutual. Animals can be allergic to human dander, too. Looks like we're not so different after all. Number 56. Platypuses sweat milk. Weird but true, platypuses don't have nipples, so their milk just seeps through their skin. That's right, they sweat milk, nature's milkshake machine. Number 57. Boredom is high arousal. Bored out of your mind? Your body's actually pretty excited. Turns out, boredom causes your heart rate to increase. It's your body's way of saying do something. Number 58. High-flying insects, alpine bumblebees are true high-flyers. These little adventurers have been found buzzing around at 3.25 kilometers above sea level. And in the lab, they can fly even higher than Mount Everest. Number 59. Lego versus concrete. Lego bricks are stronger than concrete. A single Lego brick can withstand the weight of 375,000 other bricks. Now, who's up for a 3.5 kilometers Lego tower? Number 60. Fresh fruit sugar limits. Worried about too much sugar from fruit? No need. The fiber and water in fresh fruit make it almost impossible to overdo it on sugar, so go ahead and snack away. Number 61. Smiling fighters think smiling is the key to victory? Not in martial arts.
A smile before a fight could mean defeat, as it may signal fear or submission.
Number 62.
The biggest butterfly in the world has a 31 centimeters wingspan, found in Papua New Guinea. The Queen Alexandra's birdwing butterfly boasts wings as wide as your average kitchen ruler.
Number 63.
A rainbow on Venus is called a glory. It's like a rainbow but formed differently. The light waves inside the droplets cause the rings instead of the typical reflection and refraction that form earthly rainbows.
Number 64. Infinite mirror reflections aren't actually infinite. Each reflection gets slightly darker because mirrors absorb a small amount of light. After a few hundred reflections, they just vanish into darkness. Number 65.
Protons have fun shapes, depending on how fast the quarks inside them move. Protons can take shapes like peanuts, rugby balls, bagels, or even spheres.
Number 66.
Animals can show autistic-like traits. Some animals exhibit repetitive behavior and unusual social habits, behaviors often associated with autism in humans.
Number 67.
There might be a cure for evil. Research suggests that cognitive behavioral therapy can help psychopathic individuals become more empathetic, reducing violent behavior.
Maybe a superhero villain rehab center is in order? Number 68.
Goosebumps unite all mammals, whether you're a human, a cat, or even an elephant. Goosebumps serve the same purpose, making your fur or hair stand on end to trap heat.
Number 69.
Why do footballers spit so much? Blame it on the thicker saliva produced during intense exercise, thanks to a protein called MUC5B. It makes it harder to swallow, so spitting becomes the go-to option.
Number 70.
Bad sleep equals better dream recall.
Wake up frequently during the night?
You're more likely to remember your dreams compared to a deep sleeper.
Number 71.
Sweating when anxious isn't just nerves, it's a warning. Your body might be sending out stress signals through sweat, alerting others around you to danger. Evolutionary alert system at work.
Number 72.
Earth is 4.54 billion years old. Radiometric dating tells us that Earth is ancient, but only about half as old as our Milky Way galaxy.
Number 73.
Lightning is 5 times hotter than the sun. At a scorching 30,000 degrees Celsius, a bolt of lightning is far hotter than the sun's surface.
Let's be glad we're not struck too often. Number 74.
Dogs tilt their heads to listen better. They're not just being cute. Head tilting helps dogs locate sounds and interpret words like walkies more accurately.
Number 75.
The longest breath hold underwater is 24.5 minutes. Croatian Budimir Sobat managed to hold his breath for a mind-boggling 24 minutes and 37 seconds in 2021.
Average humans can only last for 30 to 90 seconds. Number 76.
The moon is shrinking, but don't panic, it's only lost about 50 meters in radius over millions of years.
Moonquakes might be the culprits. Number 77.
Skinny people who eat a lot have a slow metabolism. It turns out that these people typically have less muscle mass, leading to a lower basal metabolic rate, making their metabolism slower, not faster.
Number 78.
Flamingos aren't born pink. They start out with grayish-white feathers and only turn pink due to their diet of shrimp and algae.
Number 79.
Mercury is the closest planet to Earth, not Venus. Surprisingly, Mercury has a closer average distance to Earth than Venus does over time, even though Venus comes closer during its orbit.
Number 80. You can smell ants. Certain ants release odors when threatened. Trapjaw ants smell like chocolate, while citronella ants give off a lemony fragrance. Number 81.
If Earth doubled in size, trees would fall over. Earth's gravity would double, making it impossible for trees to stand tall and for big animals to run without snapping their legs.
Number 82.
Beavers don't actually live in their dams. They build dams to create deep pools of water, but their actual homes are lodges behind the dams, providing safety from predators.
Number 83. Dinosaurs didn't live as long as you'd think.
The mighty T-Rex lived for about 27 to 33 years, while larger dinos like the Brontosaurus could live up to 70 years, still shorter than many humans today.
Number 84. A family photo is on the moon. Apollo 16 astronaut Charles Duke left behind a photo of his family when he landed on the moon in 1972. It's still up there, preserved in the lunar dust. Number 85. It rains methane on Titan. Saturn's moon Titan has liquid rivers, lakes, and seas, but they aren't filled with water, they're full of methane, thanks to its unique atmosphere. Number 86. Giraffes hum to communicate. Researchers believe giraffes use low-frequency humming as a way to keep in touch, especially when separated from their herd in the dark. Some even think they sleep talk. Number 87. Glass sponges can live for 15,000 years. These deep-sea creatures are among Earth's longest-living organisms. Meanwhile, the immortal jellyfish might theoretically live forever, though scientists are still unsure. Number 88. There's a 50% chance you share a birthday with a friend. In any group of 23 people, the odds that 2 people share a birthday are over 50%. It's called the birthday paradox, and the math checks out. Number 89. Murder rates rise in summer. Hot weather can raise tempers and crime rates. In the US, murder rates jump by about 2.7% during the summer months. Stay cool, literally and figuratively. Number 90. New car smell is actually 200 chemicals. That sweet smell isn't just fresh upholstery, it's a mix of over 200 chemicals, including the toxic hydrocarbons benzene and toluene. Number 91. Sea level isn't actually level. Due to the Earth's spin and gravity, sea levels bulge at the equator and are lower at the poles, making the ocean uneven. Number 92. You inhale 50 harmful bacteria every time you breathe. Luckily, your immune system takes care of them before you even notice, keeping you safe from potentially dangerous germs. Number 93. You can see stars as they were 4,000 years ago. Without a telescope, all the stars you see are within 4,000 light-years of Earth. So, you're actually looking back in time to when ancient civilizations like the Egyptians were building pyramids. Number 94. Plants existed before seeds. Early plants resembled moss and reproduced with spores. It took another 150 million years before multicellular seeds evolved. Number 95. Your dead cells are eaten by other cells. Don't worry, it's supposed to happen. Phagocytes, a type of white blood cell, clean up dead cells by digesting them. Number 96. Smells can pass through liquids. Yes, you can smell things through liquids, though smelling underwater is not recommended unless you enjoy getting water up your nose. Number 97. Bats aren't blind. Despite the common saying, bats can see just fine. They still use their famous echolocation to hunt and navigate in the dark. Number 98. Pine trees can predict rain. Pine cones close up when the air gets humid, signaling that rain might be on the way. Nature's own weather app. Number 99. You can't fold A4 paper more than 8 times. Due to the exponential growth of layers, it becomes physically impossible to fold a standard piece of A4 paper more than 8 times. The world record? A 1.2 kilometers piece of paper folded 12 times. Number 100. Laughing came before language. Researchers found that baby apes laugh when tickled, showing laughter likely evolved before language in our shared ancestors. Number 101. Your brain burns 400 to 500 calories a day. Thinking uses up a significant portion of your energy, especially when solving tough problems. The brain consumes about 20% of your daily caloric intake, so think of it as your body's own little calorie burner.